Hi Josh, how are you?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
All good.
Good.
Congratulations on captaining Leinster for the first time and the win. You are a senior player now for a while. You do a lot of media. What extra did it entail captaining Leinster? Did the players see another side to you?
Um, I suppose from my point of view, it was probably just a bit of a busier week, I suppose. A lot of it unknown. I obviously hadn't done it before. The last time I was captaining a side was in sixth year in a cricket final, so it's a bit it's a bit different doing cricket. Cricket match is a bit harder to do as captain, I think, but yeah, it was a bit busier of a week. Of course, you're kind of touching base with everyone around with the coaches and with other players around different areas of the game, what we want to focus on in terms of messaging, and there's a few meetings that the captain would have heavy involvement in towards the end of the week as well. So there was a bit of that. In fairness, the lads were very helpful. There's obviously some very experienced lads around who kind of helped out, and it was a cool experience, a great honour to be asked to do it. So it was good, and it was nice to get the win first. Get the win. First home game with a win is it's a good start to the home game. So happy enough with that.
Very good. What was the cricket team, just as a matter of interest, and did you win the match?
It was the Wesley Senior First School. We lost the match. We lost the final to St Andrews, unfortunately. But I was captain. I was captain for that season in sixth year. So it's good fun. It's a lot different. Like, I didn't have to pick the field or who was bowling next or anything like that. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's kind of unusual that you hadn't captained the team before. Was it something you were interested in? Is that something, like, as a senior player, I thought you could have been a go-to player before when other captains weren't playing? What way did Leo say to you, or when you were approached?
He just kind of told me that when they got back, they just arrived back from South Africa, started last week, and we just finished, the lads who weren't in South Africa just finished a training session on the Monday, and he just asked me afterwards would I like to captain the team for last week. So it was a nice honour to get. It's not something I'd ever really looked for, I suppose. There's a lot of great leaders, a lot of lads who are very good at leading. It comes very natural to them and everything, and they do a good job of it. So it's never been something I was looking for or anything, but an honor to do it for sure.
Very good. Are you captain for this coming weekend?
I don't think so. No, don't think so. We'll see.
What have you made about Munster's start? Because even like did a fine away win at the start, but the coaches, just listening to them after their matches, they're not really happy despite the wins. What have you made of how Munster have played, and what have you taken from their opening games?
Yeah, they've been very good. They've looked very organised. They look full of energy. They look very, very good, to be honest. I mean, we were chatting here this morning around what we'd expect, and we're expecting Munster at their best, because that's what they've looked. They looked very, very impressive, and 3 wins from 3. You know what I mean? It's a flawless start. So we'll be ready for a good performance. They've obviously got a lot of. They obviously lost a couple of lads last season, a few senior players, and but they've looked good. A lot of young lads playing well, and good mix of experience there as well. So it's they're looking very good, in fairness to them.
Munster, in the build-up to these games, everyone is kind of hoping and expecting a really close contest, and they have been relatively close, but Leinster have won the last 4 games, I think, and you take out the semi-final, Leinster have won 7 of the last 8. What has been the key to Leinster maintaining that? What's the key to Leinster maintaining that upper hand on Saturday?
Yeah, it's going to be a big challenge. To be honest, I was being involved in a good few of those games, and we've probably come up with some of our best performances of the year on those days, for whatever reason. It obviously means a lot to us, playing against Munster. They're huge rivals. I suppose all of us would have. Like, I certainly. Well, there's a lot of lads now who wouldn't remember all the games, but I remember, like, obviously when I was younger, Munster were by far the dominant side, and then it was always a tough watch when they played Leinster, and then it's probably turned, I suppose, in recent years a bit, but it's always a huge game. It's always one of the ones you're incredibly excited for, and we've managed to put in some really good performances. And there's been some close games in there, but we've always managed to, well, most of the time we've managed to be on the right side of it the last couple of years. So it'll take our best, and that's kind of what it's done. It's taken everything to win those games. So I'll be certainly myself and the rest of the lads will be expecting a huge challenge from a very good Munster side.
Just one last quick one from me, Josh. Just on the Lions tour, congratulations on the success overall, but you didn't get a test cap. Can you just maybe tell me what the conversation was with Andy when he maybe had to tell you for the last test? How did that go?
Yeah, it was. I kind of spoke to him each of the last three, each of the test weeks. Really spoke to him. Yeah, it was obviously. It's a funny one. Like, would you obviously work all year or for years, your whole career, whatever, to get on a Lions tour, and you'd bite anyone's hand off if you get the opportunity just to go. And then I suppose once you're there, and I suppose the overall goal was obviously to play in the test games, and yeah, it was definitely disappointing. I had good chats with Andy, and in fairness, he's always really honest, always gives you things to work on and everything. And it was more. He said it was a good feeling. Felt the balance of the back row that was the decision he made, and that was the way he wanted his back row balance. So, that was kind of the decision. So, fairness, that's what I suppose what you want from coaches is you just want anyone who's played any sort of sport, or I suppose it's the same in anything in life really, you just want them to be straight and honest with you, and Andy's always that. So he had his decision, and that's his decision. Yeah,
that's brilliant. Appreciate that. Thanks very much, Josh. Best of luck for the weekend.
Thank you.